Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and this is my place to come talk about health, weight loss, fitness, everything that makes me a best me possible. So go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. I love the interaction. This week, we solved a huge exercise issue. I worked my butt off this summer to try to progress on the bike, and I can look back and see that I made amazing progress. I did it. But as it gets colder and it's darker when I get home, I'm not getting out as often, and I am starting to see my fitness level fall away, and I have been absolutely panicked about it. I said one time that I was going to start running, and then there was something that happened in our apartment complex. Still don't know what happened, but something bad happened. And so I stopped saying I was going to run in the dark. I said I was going to do this. I've said I was going to do that. I've talked about going to the gym. It just doesn't happen. Something in life conspires against me, or my schedule just doesn't make it happen. And I have known that I've needed to do something to fix this problem. So I thought, and I thought, and I thought. I pondered. We talked about it. It just was an issue. But I think I've got it solved. I thought about buying an exercise bike, and we started to shop. We started with two specific bikes in mind. Ouch! I stopped in my tracks. $2,500, $2,000, and yes, I was able to find them a little bit cheaper, but that is still way out of my price range. But I knew there had to be another answer, so I kept looking. I did my research. I took copious notes. I looked at bike after bike after bike. We discussed it. I wrote down what one had this, what one had that, and I just kept looking. We actually were looking at one that was about $300, and I was almost ready to settle on it. But then I just kept going back to one that was more of a brand name. I went back and kept going back to the Schwinn IC3. It's a name that we all know. It's a company that's been around forever, and I just felt comfortable with it. So over my birthday weekend, Jason actually broke down and told me what my Christmas gift was going to be. You see, he needed my final input of what was my final decision on the bike. And he needed help to get the room ready and to get the bike into the house. And yes, I got an early birthday gift. We bought the bike, and it really didn't take long to put it together and into place. And then I had absolutely no excuses. 4:45 in the morning, I stumbled out of bed and hit the den, and I hopped on that bike. I did 20 minutes of riding. I was dripping sweat by the end. I actually did intervals. I would actually sit and ride for 3 minutes, and then I would do 30 seconds of standing and riding. It was hard. Day 2, wash, rinse, repeat. Except that for this day, I did 3 minutes of sitting, and then I did 1 minute of standing riding. 20 minutes, and I was a hot, sweaty mess once more. Oh, yes, day 3, I did it again, 3 days in a row. I did intervals again, and I did 20 minutes. And you can hear me breathing like a freight train, so I was working it. I really want to make this a habit, but I also need to be realistic. So right now I am waking up at 4:45 in the morning. My alarm normally would go off at 5:30. That gives me 45 minutes to get up, get moving, and get on the bike. Right now I'm aiming for 20 minutes, and I'm aiming for 3 times a week on my weekdays. That gives me 2 times to be like, oh, I can't move, I'm so tired. It gives me time to whatever. 3 times a week. Right now I'm actually doing it. I did 3 days in a row my first week. I was so happy. But I need to set realistic expectations. And I figured 3 times a week was a realistic expectation. Do I think and do I want to do more? Yeah, I do. So if you can't tell, I am so excited. I know that every mile that I put on my legs on this exercise bike is going to make me healthier. I know that it's going to help me lose weight. I know that it's going to equate to the bikes this summer. I know that I'll be able to get on the bike and my legs are going to be more conditioned to handle the trails that we're riding. Sure, I am still going to have to work hard this spring. It's not going to be easy. But at least I'm going to be a step ahead and have some of my endurance and my muscles built up. So when spring rolls around, I want to be ready to get out on those trails. I also know that when I'm exercising regularly, I tend to keep my food in better check. So I'm really excited about that because I know from history that this is going to help me. 2020, I'm making it my year. Thank you to Jason for my awesome Christmas gift and for the Christmas gift 2 weeks early so I can start my riding a little bit earlier. So thank you to the love of my life for my amazing Christmas gift. This is awesome. 2020 is going to be my year. I am going to kill it on the bike. No excuses.